right, now we bring you the most unexpected headline of the century. Rapper Snoop Dogg says he's quitting smoking weed. The D-O-double-G made the announcement on Instagram yesterday, posting, "After much consideration and conversation with my family, I've decided to give up smoke. Please respect my privacy at this time." Now, as you definitely know, Snoop is a longtime fan of The Chronic. He owns several marijuana brands and has previously said he smokes up to 80 joints a day.
Where does he find the time?
Reactions. What do you guys think?
This is an interesting one because he's been so synonymous with his brand, like weed and Snoop. It's been like it's always part of the same sentence. I wonder what it's like to disassociate from that, or if there's something else at play. Is something coming out that we're not aware of? You know, you always have to look at it from the publicity standpoint too. Announcements like that, a bit tongue-in-cheek too, the way that it was presented.
I totally feel like that. You know that old saying, "The medium is the message."
Yeah.
The medium of which he presented his message, it's so, like, it's kind of, it fills me with joy because it's a little bit funny, like black and white, prayer signs, you know, script, and then his signature. It's like so earnest. I almost wonder if he's having some fun with it. Like,
it looks that way.
Lighthearted.
Like, I'm surprised they didn't put like the start date of his weed smoking and then the end date. You know, like it's like it should be like that, right? It almost has that feel
like
to it.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. My 80 joints, like bury them.
You know, it's so
out.
funny. It's interesting that you guys say that because I had the opposite reaction. Because you know, we're talking about a 52-year-old man. Yes, he's Snoop and he's a rapper, but he's a 52-year-old grandfather, and I feel like it's probably some kind of medical reason why he's stopping that he doesn't want to dive into. I thought it was very serious, but I think it's very interesting because he's a major influence in hip hop, right?
Big time.
One of the godfathers of hip hop, and marijuana go together like Michael Jackson and the moonwalk. Like, the two things are synonymous with each other. So it's been interesting. Within hours of that announcement, two other rappers, Meek Mill and Coi Leray, also said, you know what, I'm giving up marijuana as well. So I'm interested to see how he's going to affect the culture that really, if you've been to a hip hop concert, you've smelt weed. If you've listened to an album, you've heard about them talk about marijuana.
If you've walked on Queen Street, you've smelt weed.
Right? So I'm really interested to see if his same influence that he had to like popularize it is also going to go on the flip now that he's not smoking anymore. I think it'd be very interesting to see. And going forward,
well, what's the new thing going to be?
I don't know. Right? Maybe it's just healthy. Maybe he's going for walks and
wait, don't be so confusing. I'm like,
what do you think?
Well, and I thought it was somewhat of a joke, but then he said he spoke to his family.
Right.
And that's what hit home for me. He spoke to his family and he made a decision. So I'm thinking he's serious, or it may be one of those ploys where a lot of people say, well, I'm retiring, I'm never making another album, and next thing you know, he comes out with a new brand of weed or something.
Or like, or a new brand of weed, or tequila's on the way, like we're switching gears. I mean, everyone's got one of those.
He also has his own brand of marijuana, so what does this mean? Can you sell a product that you're no longer participating in? That's another big question. I'm like,
or maybe him and Martha Stewart got something coming up.
Exactly. They got something cooking.
I forgot about the Martha.
I was thinking about that.
True.
I'd buy a Snoop Dogg frying pan.
You would?
Would you?
Yes, absolutely.
What are you making in that frying pan?
I'm curious too.
If it was Martha and Snoop with a line of kitchenware,
you're buying it.
I would buy it. I love them both.
You know what? I'm gonna have to sit on that one during the commercial break.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.